I don't consider myself a content creator, although I think it'd be fun, but this is a unique moment and I felt like being reflective and sharing for anyone who feels like watching. I'm sitting at Jewish Theological Seminary in New York at these little tables here. And the reason I'm sitting at those tables to start this video out is that back in, must have been 2009 or early 2010, I first sat at these tables when I thought about coming to JTS to go to do a master's in Bible and ancient Semitic language. And I would have never, ever in a million years guessed that I would spend not only that 2 years of class here, but I would then spend the next 14 years, including those 2 years when I was in graduate school, as a part of the artist residency here at JTS with artist Toby Kahn and the help and support of Sarah Horowitz, the Dean of Student Life. And I'm shooting this little quick video because unfortunately our program is no longer being funded, and this is our very last show, which you can see behind me as I walk through some of our work hanging up. And I also would have never guessed I would have spent quite literally hundreds of hours in this hallway installing artwork and drilling holes in walls and putting screws in with tiny little screwdrivers and doing all sorts of things. I can still see marks on these walls, marks that I made. In fact, let's go back this way. You can see up on these walls all these marks and all these places that it's been covered up. That's all holes that I put in these walls, putting screws in, because there's like stone behind the walls, and so when you put a screw through, as you are getting towards the back of the wall, it actually stops. It stops at the wall and then pushes the wall out, and it's kind of a real disaster. So yeah, over the years I've had to really learn a lot, and it's weird how well I actually know these walls, and I know what spots are going to work and what spots are not, as far as putting nails in and screws and that kind of thing. So it's been quite a 14 years. The first 2 years I was in the residency, I did not install the show, but I helped out the gentleman dean who did install the show. And after that, Toby asked me if I'd be interested in doing it, and I said absolutely. So there's still a few more things we're going to hang up. Our poster will go on this wall here and in the front wall as well. But as you can see, as I continue to walk, this is not meant to really show the artwork. That's going to be another video, but wanted to give this little walkthrough. There's art there too. And the ever important vending machines back behind me here, which I used to feast on quite a bit when I worked, or when I was going to school here, and as I've worked on the residency as well throughout the years. So I found out the residency was being discontinued about a month or so ago, and at the time I was sad but not terribly emotional, partly because I was just so busy with life. But now that the last installation has happened and I'm just reflecting on the incredible amount of time I've spent in these hallways and in this building late into the wee hours. I think the first time, no, not the first time, yeah, maybe the first time we came back to New York after we moved, where I installed the show, I was here till about 4:35 in the morning and didn't get back to our hotel until 6:30 in the morning. And then ABG decided to wake me up at 7:30. And that was a very exhausting experience and day. But I am so grateful for all the time I got to spend here and work with the incredible artists, with Toby and Sarah and all the artists, especially indebted to today to Max Halperin and Rachel Fischer and Ian Cohen for their help with installing our show. That made it so I could do it in one day, so we could do it in one day instead of it just taking forever. So thank you, Rachel, Ian, and Max. You three are amazing, and thank you everyone else who's been a part of the residency. Thank you to Sophia and ABG for all your support over the years. ABG will miss the program too. She was the only artist in the program who has been in it her entire life, because when she was born, Sophia and I were both in the program, and she got to jump right in because Toby loved kids. And Sophia is also so sad, as are all the artists, that the program is coming to an end. So thanks for taking a moment to reflect with me this night. It's probably about 10 o'clock, and this is early for me leaving JTS, as I've stayed here far, far, far later in the past.